What can we expect from your album? Can you tell us something about it?
What can we expect?
What can we expect from the album? Who are some of the collaborations? And please elaborate on your involvement in the making of this album called The Block.
Well, hey, you know what that is?
617, who's that?
617 Kid, Boston. I don't know who it is. I'm not going to take a call during this wonderful interview. The album, I think the album is, I think it's very reflective of who we are now. I think it's an honest record. I think we set out to make a record that maybe reflects a little bit more of our sensibilities, but not to go too far to the extreme of any one sensibility. It's, you know, it has a lot of influences on it: R&B, pop, hip hop, but it's not going too far in any direction. It's you're sort of using a little bit of the elements as we did in the past, but it's more under our control this time. So that you know, the levels we can take it to are dictated by us. And we've worked, you know, written songs with some great writers and collaborated with great producers and stuff. And we're very excited. I think the best metaphor, or the best way that I can describe the album and the difference from our music before is everything about before was we were young, we were energetic, we were very hormonally charged, and I think now we're much more of veterans. You know, where before it was like we were like rabbits out in the field. Now we're like very cool and suave love makers. And I think this album is, you know, I think we're making love on this album to the fans. And for the guys who listen to it who don't want to be made love to by men, you can put it on and play it while you make love to your girl, because it's saying all the right things.
Okay.
Trust me.
You'll be a part of the next Til Schweiger movie, is it right? Yeah, you met him?
How did the collaboration with Til Schweiger happen?
Well, yes, we're going to be part of Til Schweiger's next movie, and that came about really just by chance. You know, we had just signed with our record label, Universal Interscope, and we had a meeting with the German team, and one of them happened to be good friends with Til and mentioned that he was looking for a band to play in his movie, and he thought it might be a good idea for us. And I said, well, let's see how he feels about it. And he mentioned it, and Til was very excited by the idea. He really responded to it, and so him and I had a phone call and discussed what the film was about and what would be the best thing to do, the best song to perform. But basically we play us in the film, but set in medieval times. And it was really fun, it was really funny, and it was really great to watch him work. You know, we have a great work ethic, and you know, I'm someone who really doesn't like to sleep when I'm working. I like to just stay so into it, and I care about almost every detail. And watching him work was really amazing, because he's very much like that. He's directing the movie, producing the movie, and starring in the movie. And when he finishes shooting all day, he goes and edits the movie all night, and is constantly thinking of ways to promote the film and market the film. And he's really intensely focused, but at the same time, he never loses his charm and his, you know, his courtesy. And he made us feel very welcome.
I would like to add that they very much are similar. Donnie's very intensely focused, but he makes it fun. He's made me laugh my whole life. So when he's focused in the studio, but he also makes it like an atmosphere where whoever's there, they have a good time.
What are your next plans? Maybe a tour in Germany? I hope so.
What are your next plans? Maybe a tour in Germany? We hope so. Would you like to talk about that?
Yes, there's plans for a European tour starting in the middle of January. So
yes, Europe. specifically we'd like to know about Germany? This is not all of Europe. We are Germans and we want you here. What do you have to say about it?
We're coming. It's just a matter of which cities and working out the logistics, but we're coming. Probably Germany will be into February, but it's going to happen.
When you say logistics, what exactly does that mean?
They're planning the tour right now, so I don't want to announce, dates and times, but it's being planned now. We're going to announce it in the second week in September. So we'll have all the specifics of where we're going to be and where we're going to play the second week in September.
When you say specifics, what exactly do you mean?
Cities, arenas, dates.
Specific things.
Specifically specific. Things.
Stage fright is not a problem. Stage is one of the few things we can control in all of this, what we do on stage, what we do on the records, what we do, on stage. We can control that, we can't control who comes to the shows, we can't control, who buys our record, but we can control the quality level of that stuff. And I think if we work hard and, put our best foot forward, then, there's no reason to be afraid. Preparation eases anxiety. And the reality is, even this interview, we really don't have much control over it. It's once that camera leaves this building and this microphone goes too, we're kind of at the mercy of whoever has it. And so I'd be more frightened about what's going to end up with this interview than I would have being on stage. I feel quite comfortable on stage. And what do you talk about with the fans when they buy you a beer?
Mostly now they want to know when we're coming to perform here. When's the tour start in Germany? That's what they want to know.
Okay. And I think that's my last question. So, if you were me, which question would you like to ask yourself?
I knew you were going to give different questions. This whole interview has been unique in different questions. I knew you were going to do it. If you were me, if I were you, what question would I want you to ask? Well, I'd like to tell the German fans that we look forward to seeing you on tour. We've enjoyed our time here, and for the fans who we've seen, like Susan and all the rest, we love seeing you. You've been very great to hang out with and get to know, and for all the other fans out there, we really look forward to entertaining you and getting to know you. We're men now. We want to get to know you. Come and get to know us. Let's spend some time. Quality time. Danny, message for the fans?
I would ask the same question.
Do you want to answer the question, Danny?
Message to the fans. First of all, thank you. We really appreciate your support. And it's been amazing how the fans have come out to support us. Just even now coming to Germany, to film the movie and do the radio interviews. They've been everywhere, and it's very surprising always. But they've been so cool here. They've been in the hotels, and offered to buy us drinks and just wanted to kind of chat.
Seems like you've been drinking a lot on this promotional trip.
I've had a few beers, but no, I haven't. What are you trying to say?
You just keep referencing the fans buying you drinks.
Because what I'm really referencing is that now it's more of a
bond.
The bond,
the connection.
And there's a social environment, and sometimes drinking is involved in.
But you think the maturity of both the group and the fans has made it easier to connect and have more of a real dialogue with fans, as opposed to the crazed hysteria of getting your clothes ripped off and stuff when you were 19 years old? Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. I agree with that. That's well put. Very eloquent.
So, in other words, fans, come see Danny and the guys and connect. Get connected.
Connect.
Dial in. They're waiting for you.